Hey everyone, I'm TeachPine and this is Dogs of War Online. This is a turn and squad based tactics game where you have a bunch of mercenaries and defeat your opponent with it, or at least try to do so. This is the closed beta. This game will release, I think, fall this year, so I don't know, next month maybe. It will be free to play, and we will play it through the tutorial. I already played it, but I will use it to show you the game, because the game actually has no single player right now. I'm not sure if this will change, but right now it's just the tutorial and then multiplayer. Actually, I don't know if this will change. Part of the game is still in French, which is quite amusing, but the important stuff is in English, so not too big of a deal. It looks quite nice, in my opinion. It's okay. Nothing really fancy, but it's good. It's okay. And yeah, we will go through the tutorial. Okay, you have a squad of units, and this is basic controls are pretty simple. You click unit, you can have a move and an action, more or less. So you can move to first to can. Yeah, the tutorial is a little bit restrictive and a little bit baby steps, but so we have to follow it. It tells us a little bit about stats. There are a lot of tooltips. I like that. There are really a lot of tooltips and very good ones most of the time. So this is pretty neat. And now the tutorial tells us how to walk. You do it as you expected. You right click and you have a certain amount of movement points. You can use them. If you're guarding in base-to-base contact with another unit, you are engaged in melee combat, and this means you can attack, and there are other factors to that, like if you shoot in a melee combat, you has the chance to hit the wrong guy and stuff like that. And you can surround someone and stuff like that. And yeah, this Fang Warrior, which is my unit here, has 2 attacks, as you can see here. Which means if he attacks in melee combat, or I don't think it's the case if he gets attacked, but if he is attacking, if he's the attacker, he will do 2 attacks. He will attack, he will get attacked by the enemy, and he will attack again, which is quite effective, obviously. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Okay, so he's engaging me with another guy. And you saw he only has 1 attack, so he did not attack me again. But in my defense, I got to attack him once. So now the game explains me how to sprint. You can use your second action for sprinting. It's basically a little bit XCOM style in this, in what the movement and attacking is. So you can sprint, but not attack afterwards, which is what is a little bit strange. You have to end the turn manually if you do that. Even if you're out of movement points and stuff. Same goes for magic. There are still some bugs in this game, but it's closed beta, so that's to expect it actually. So we end the turn, and the enemy attacks us, and then we take our other character. Now comes some interesting stuff. Okay, first you can charge at your enemy. So I can do this. He will run up and beat this guy down. Bam. And he will attack again because he has 2 attacks. And now something else comes into play, the pursuit movement. If you killed a unit in this turn, you can attack again. So I can move over here and attack him, which is quite amusing. But it only works once per turn. So if I kill him now, I will not be able to do that again. So now my warrior died because he hit me pretty hard. Now he explains some stuff about the timer in the game, not that important. If everyone moved, a turn is over and it starts over again, and I can select which unit I want to move. And actually I'm on a timer now, interesting. I can say aye, that's a little bit amusing. So yeah, we beat up this guy. Pew pew. And kill this one, hopefully. Yeah, looking good. And now I have pursuit movement and can attack again, which takes out this guy. So you see, this is pretty effective actually. But bear in mind, this tutorial is obviously pretty easy. The first tutorial, the other ones are a little bit harder. There seems to be permadeath in this game, which is pretty interesting. I'm not sure how to acquire units later. I didn't look into that so far. But you can avoid this permadeath by these, how are they called? Something. You get experience and fate cards, right? You can use a fate card to avoid death, which is quite convenient, I guess. So let's do the second tutorial. Will be a little bit more complex, not by much though. Now we have ranged units. That's basically the difference, and a mage. So it first explains us how to do the ranged combat. There are multiple factors, so you can be in cover, you can be in melee combat and stuff, and all this affects your and the range obviously affects your hitting chance. So we have a 90% chance here, dealing some damage. Did that, nice. Okay. I cannot move because you can only act after movement, or you can only move before you act, so that's that. I was able to hit him, and he cannot strike back obviously because he's melee. So okay, it's his turn. Oh yeah, there was another thing. He ran out of he left engagement with my other unit here, so I got an attack of opportunity. I'm not sure if he will explain that, or did he already? I'm not sure. I think he will in a second, yeah. So he got a strike by this guy in the back. Attacks of opportunity, right? So I will try to evade my archer, evade with my archer, the enemy melee guy, by moving over here, but he will get a free attack by that for that. So yeah, he hits me once, but I'm able to shoot afterwards. So and I'm in a pretty good position to shoot him and kill him. So now he explains shooting in the tutorial explains shooting in melee combat. So this guy will try to shoot this guy, but his shot is blocked by that guy, so he has a chance of hitting him, and yeah, and his shot is his hitting chances decreased by guys in between in the line of sight, basically, and he has a chance to hit his own guys. So this might be quite amusing. Yep. Okay. Now there we have a mage, right? The Magician of Alhan, and the mage has mana somewhere there, 6 points of mana, and he has a spell, Primal Attack of Light, and we can use that to attack our opponents by clicking on them and dealing some basic damage with the Magician. And he will regenerate mana. Actually, don't know how much. Recovery 3 mana points per turn. Okay, so he will recover 3 points every turn. His spell costs 3, so I can basically do once every turn. Oh yeah, for some reason I can do it. Oh, I know, I understand that. But on my first playthrough, I did not understand that. There is the spell has a used per action statistic, which mean it's 3 on the spell, which mean you can use the spell 3 times. For 1 action, if you have enough mana. I only have mana left for 1 more, so I can only do it once more. And the tutorial wants me to attack this guy for some reason, I don't know. And then my turn ends because I used all my actions. So this is a Necromancer. He will summon a skeleton. And basic rules, if you kill a Necromancer, all his minions will die. So this guy is in big trouble. So we can use orders to support him. But we do that by clicking on him and then use these orders. There are multiple ones. We will obviously use the defensive stance in this position, which means he can use 1 attack less this turn. If he have only once, which is the case, he has 0 afterwards, so he cannot attack. But he will get decent buff in defense. So we do this order defense stance, and now he will block and attack back. Actually, pretty effective. So. That's pretty neat. Okay, yeah, injuries will weaken your characters. If you have injuries, you will get a decreasal of your stats, or your stats will be reduced, which is quite annoying, obviously, but makes sense. So, what was that? Alterations are always temporary effects. Oh yeah, you have these things that are called alterations. Which mean, yeah, actually it's buffs and debuffs. And tooltips are quite good and tell you what they do. Defensive stance, the unit gains +6 defense, but loses an attack for the turn, what I explained earlier. And light wound, which means it suffers 1 penalty on attack, defense, rapidity, and willpower. And engage, this unit is in melee combat, and stuff like that. So that's... I think the interface is actually quite good in this game. I really like it. It looks decently enough. The controls are easy. The tooltips are really really good. And yeah, so far this interface is really great, I think. Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, so now tutorial let me do my thing and kill all the enemies. So we might do this by casting some spells. Oh, nice. Now we're out of mana, so we cannot do more, and have to end the turn with the mage. So I'm not sure how the PvP will be. There are some posts about in the Steam forum that it is pretty horrendous, but I don't know. I should have attacked the mage. That was pretty dumb. If it will be balanced or something, I don't know. The game bases on an army point system. You can see the army points of each unit here. So if you're playing against another opponent, the game will probably try to match you with someone with the same army points, or you can build armies with specific army points, like in the tabletop game. So sounds reasonable. Question is, does it work? But I guess it's still in beta, so even if it's not working that great right now, which seems to be the case because there are some guys in the forums which say that's not that great, I will take a look later in it, but not in this video. This might change because this is still closed beta, right? So beta is beta. What do? We attack this, or do we move over here? I think we move over here. If he hits us, I don't... Oh, he actually has no attack opportunity for some reason. Oh, I have no attack either because I'm in defensive stance still. I'm not sure how to get out of that though. I really don't know. Well, let's end the turn. Okay, the mages are regenerating their mana. Let's try to get rid of him. Nice! That was quite effective. Oh yeah, I have to end the turn. Ouch. Oh, he dodged. That's not neat. Let's engage him in melee. Actually, that's a little bit dangerous because if you're shooting in the melee... Oh, I have to end the turn. If you're shooting in a melee fight now, we have the chance to scatter and hit our own unit. Yeah, 10% of hitting him. But it did not happen, so everything's fine. Okay, melee. Pew pew. Okay, he's shooting in melee, which gives you a penalty of hitting, I think. And victory. So this video is getting quite long, but I think we should do the third tutorial as well, just to get it all in one video. And later we'll probably do a video about PvP, but yeah, we will see, maybe. Okay, now it will explain some more mechanical stuff, so how stats work and stuff like that, and faithful and faith, right? You have mages and you have, yeah, clerics more or less, I think, and they work with faith. So this is our priest of Salael, or however you pronounce that, and he is an iconoclast, which means there are iconoclasts and orthodox, and this means that they do not gain mana, they gain faith, and an orthodox gains faith for allies in range. You see this blue circle around him, and iconoclasts get faith for enemies in this range. So he has for some reason 2 points of faith this turn. I don't know why, because there are no enemies in this circle, but that's the case for some reason. However, the tutorial tries to teach me something else right now. It teaches me about difficult terrain. So this terrain is difficult to pass, so it costs 2 points to pass. So we're slower by moving in this direction. But now we can use our Bad Omen, which will make the next action of the enemy miss, which is quite effective. Oh yeah, look at this beast, by the way. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, but it looks pretty awesome. It's like, yeah, I don't know. A woman on a tiger with wings. There's this, I don't get the name. I'm trying to get a name for that creature, but most of the time they are male. I don't know if there are any female of these things. What's the name? God damn it. I don't know. Yeah, now it explains. Fail an attack roll. He will miss the attack because of the bad omen. And alright, that's important. Monks or clerics get and magicians gain the penalty on their spells or faith thingies when they are engaged in melee combat. Makes sense, like ranged units as well. However, there are warrior monks and warrior mages which don't suffer from this penalty, but because they are trained for melee combat. So this Black Paladin is one of these, and he can use his Honor of the Black Paladin. Honor of the Black Paladins, and this will do some buffs. So let's do that. And he got some buffs. I'm actually not sure what they mean. Fierce. Instead of being eliminated when it reaches 0 points, the unit that has the Fierce attribute remains on the battlefield until the end of the turn. It retains the critical level injuries and cannot be healed in any way. Oh, interesting. Possess, reduce 1. Reduce says by 1 the penalties inflict. Wow, sorry. My mouth is not doing what I wanted to do. Reduces by 1 the penalties inflicted on the characteristics by combat injuries, so he can take some beating. However, okay, it seems that these things actually don't use your action. You can use 1 per action, but it does not spend your action. So I still have my action and can attack him in melee, which is quite good to know. It makes them quite effective, actually. So, what's next on the table? Select non-activated unit. Yeah, that's a pretty lame bug in the tutorial, actually. You can cycle through your units, which did not get activated this turn so far, with a tab key. However, when it explains that, this will not work because it's in tutorial mode, and I'm totally stuck by doing what it tells me to do, and I cannot press tab, or I can press tab, but it will not do anything. But it works when it lets me free later in the tutorial, so minor bug here. Right, fear. You can fear enemies if you're frightening. This unit is frightening, so it has a chance of frighten enemies, and if they resist, this is dependent on their willpower. Or if there are, you can be resistant to that, obviously, to fear. Now he's frightened. I'm actually not totally sure what this means stat-wise, but he gets some debuffs, I think. So we hit him, and he's almost dead. So now this beast attacks us. Hyperion, interesting. So now, yeah, now it explains stats, which is the interesting concept actually. How they do it? They do it. You get plus 5%, or the you get no. Okay, let's put it in a different way. The guy who rolls the action, so basically the attacker or the guy who resists against fear or stuff, gets an 80% chance of success, and this gets increased by 5% or decreased by 5% for every point he has more points in the connected characteristic as the enemy, or less, obviously. So if he has 5 points more in the in attack than the enemy in defense, for example, he gets plus 25% on the 80%, which is 105%, which gets reduced to 100%, obviously, and is a straight hit. Interesting. Connection lost. But it continues to play. Okay. Whatever that was. Beta is beta. Yeah, now he explains some tactical stuff. This guy is pretty good in defense, and it's hard to hit him, but it wants me to hit him anyway. So he parries my hit, but strikes back, which is not that great for me, obviously. And explains attacks of opportunity like 3 times in this tutorial. I'm not sure why. So, yeah. In the beginning of a turn, everyone regenerates mana or gains faith or other stuff, and now I'm free. And now I can switch between the units with the tab key. For some reason that did not work while the tutorial was going. So the two big threats are obviously this guy, the Knight of the Lion, because he has like 15 defense, and this likeness of the Chimera. Chimera is the word. Right. But most of the time chimeras are male, right? I don't know. I think so. And I think we want to move over here with our Priest of Saluil and use the Bad Omen on this knight, so he cannot hit this guy too hard. Sweet. And then we want to use this guy, put him in defensive stance. And end his turn. No. Oh yeah, this is another strange bug. I have to attack basically to activate the defensive stance. But it will not attack obviously because I have no attack left. That's a little bit strange. Okay, now we get some support over here because he's encircled, which is not that good. Actually, I should not attack him though. Well, too late. Let's do it anyway. Well, he blocks. Okay, he's dead as well, which is not that great, obviously. And he gets pursuit movement, which is even worse. Let's use some stuff. No, I don't think we can fear that thing. It probably has willpower like, yeah, 16 is a lot. So let's use this again. Yeah, and attack the Chimera. Ouch. Ouch. That's not that good. What's that? Master Strike. Yeah, let's use a Master Strike. Sounds good. Bam! Ugh, blocked. God damn it. This might be a pain in the ass. Okay, let's get up here. With this guy, the Crane Warrior, with an accent circumflex. Yeah, this game is made by French. So be not surprised by that. Do not be surprised. Oh, my English today. Great. Just great. Okay, let's see. I think we first attack this guy. Oh, nice. Critical hit. Pursuit movement. Bams! Sweet. This Chimera could get a big problem. Let's try to use that Master Strike thing again. Oh, god damn it, that's not good. That's not good at all. He probably killed this guy now. I know. Did he already use his action? Well, maybe. Let's curse the Chimera. And end the turn. I don't want to attack him because I die then. However, if I do not attack, he will attack me next turn, and he will probably hit and kill me before I can strike. So let's try to get one hit in. Nope. This might actually become a problem. Well, this guy's pretty strong. So the Crane Warrior speeding up that Knight of the Lion pretty hard. Let's curse her more. Oh yeah, I cannot move after using my action, right? So let's see if we die here. Oh, a Crane Warrior dies. Wow, nice hit. And he blocks. Very good. Oh, he's frightened for some reason. Okay. Knight of the Lion is dead. Let's see. Oh, we cannot reach her. Oh, I don't have enough faith to use the Bad Omen. Huh. Well, let's get in melee combat to encircle her. Maybe deal some damage. Oh, 4 damage. That's not a lot. Oh god! That was terrible. And he used attack of pursuit, movement of pursuit. And blocks my Master Strike. Well, this might get problematic actually. Let's see. I think we will not get closer. Let her come. Oh! She's faster than me. Well, it should be good anyway. If I'm not missing. Yes, there's it. There's the victory. Close fight. Close fight. So, yeah, a little bit long, little bit lengthy video. So sorry for that. Reconnection in progress. Whatever. Yeah, that disconnect. It seems it cannot reconnect. However, we don't have to see anymore. So we'll go through with the tutorial. I will probably do one more video on the PvP part of things. I have to say the interface is quite good, as I said before. There seem to be a lot of bugs now, but it's beta, right? So don't judge that too early. I hope they will get fixed. And this could be really interesting, especially if there will be a single-player campaign implemented. I'm not that big of a fan of playing multiplayer games, actually, especially not in that genre. So I would love to have a single-player campaign for that game. We will see, I think. Maybe they will put that in. And for now, it looks pretty interesting. So let's keep an eye on that. Dogs of War Online, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun and see you next time.